Greetings, beloveds.
Greetings.
Hello.
Greetings, brother.
Just so you know, you are all my favorites.
Exactly.
You're mine, all of you.
We love you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Greetings, beloveds. It is our delight to be with you. Beloveds, understand that there will indeed be relationships that we have planted along the way of this journey that they are meant to rattle your cages. They are meant to bring turmoil so that you can calm the waters and you can bring peace, so that you can forgive, so that you can love. Each and every relationship that you have, each and every being that exists within your realm of imagination, if you will, is another being that is a brother and a sister, an aspect of your soul. So love them and accept them and embrace them. Say yes to the places where they make you mad, where they bring consternation to the heart, and allow them to be your great teachers. For we are all each other's teachers. We are all the signposts along the way to remind ourselves that the truth is only love. And it is our delight to be with you. It is indeed a homecoming for us, this moment. And our love for you is greater than the universe, greater than anything you could possibly imagine. We thank you, beloveds, for your commitment. We know the work that you are doing upon your journey of remembering. We thank you for allowing yourselves to come back to the truth of you. We bless you. We are joyous in celebration with you. As you forgive and as you recollect and as you remember, you are bringing so much light to the world. And there is indeed delight. Light in all that you do, in all that you are. For when we were together in flesh, those some 2,000 years ago, we made promises to each other around the fires, the telling of the stories of what it would be when we reconciled and rejoined, as we have throughout incarnations. And it is time for you, beloveds, within the next several incarnations, for you to step fully into your way of mastery. And it has indeed been this journey of the heart. Understand well, beloved ones, the function of desire, and ask yourselves, what do you want? And listen for the voice of God. The voice of ego will come in and will tell you, you want this and you want that. But indeed, beloveds, you are charged with being millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, whatever it would be. Would you not allow that wealth to serve mankind by offering up this wisdom and this knowledge to all beings? So understand that it is indeed the responsibility of those who have more to give to those who have less, until those who have less come to understand the desires that have been given to them from God are indeed the desires of all, to love and live in happiness and joy and peace, harmony. I sound like a Hallmark holiday card. But understand, beloveds, that each of these notions come from the mind of God. So find what it is that you desire in your unique expression, that you are meant to bring forth, that you are meant to grace the world. For we created them together. The desires that you have that live within you are indeed in alignment with the ones that we had designed so long ago. Allow yourselves to remember, beloved ones. Allow yourselves to bring forth the magic that is you, the miracle that is you, and let the revelation of divine truth come through you. in your forgiveness, the granting of forgiveness to those whom you love. So come, beloved, speak with us today. What is on your hearts? What is on your minds? How may we love you more? How may we remind you of the love that you are and the love that you have for all beings?
Ladies first.
Linda, would you like to ask a question? Or Rosa Maria?
Not coming up with one right now, honey. Go ahead, Jean, or Willem.
Okay. Joshua, I was wondering if you could explain excuse me, the parable of the talents that is in the Bible. You know, the three people that get 1, 2, and 5 talents, and then have to do different things with it while the master is absent. I have my own interpretation of it, but I was hoping that you could give me yours.
Beloved, understand that this parable represents that each soul has their individual journey. Each soul has their ways in which they will spend their talents or express their talents. That there may be a belief that things should be done in a certain way. If one chooses to spend all that they have, understand that there is a consciousness within them that more shall be granted. If one chooses to save, understand that there is a consciousness that that is what they need to do. There is not one that was better than another. There is not one that was not meant to be what that being was going to experience. Let all of the stories and parables within the tome of the Bible be a lesson in an understanding that each being had their different journey. Each being had their soul agreements for what it is that they were meant to experience. And whether it is that one spends everything that one has, one keeps everything that one has. The master, the one who judges, is akin to the relationship between the egoic self and the higher self. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
That the judgment that are cast upon each being come from a reconciliation within their minds, within their records, saying that this is good and this is bad. Beloved, if you were to apply innocence to this story, would it give you a different vantage point of this parable?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. I
What
can't
would,
answer that right now.
what would it be like to understand this story, seeing that each being did exactly what they needed to do for their soul's evolution? That
Yes.
how each is to be judged is through forgiveness. And that through the eyes of innocence, when you look upon each and every circumstance, you will see that that being did exactly what they needed to do. Indeed, when a similar condition is presented to you again, the choice is one and one only, and it is the choice for love.
Mm-hmm.
So I would ask that you would go back and read the stories and look at them through different eyes.
All right.
Look
Thank
at
you.
them through the eyes of innocence and love. Look at them through the eyes of what it was that each soul needed to experience to come to their perfect and divine union with God.
Right.
It puts a very different interpretation upon that which has been belabored, conversation about its meaning.
Mm-hmm.
The meaning of all is love and only love. All is forgiven and all is understood in the light of that each soul must have the journey that they do for the greater collective whole.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that.
What is your interpretation, beloved?
My excuse me, my interpretation was that maybe those 3 people are not three people, but are three different stages that you can be in yourself.
Indeed. Indeed. Beloved, were you to be able to allow into your soul every experience that every being has ever had, you would have the compendium of everything that God had desired to experience when he created.
Mhm.
They are indeed levels of soul, aspects of soul, just as all of you are, as dispersed as all of you are. Learn from one another. Share your heartbreaks, share your triumphs, share your successes, share your losses, share your healings. For what is healed in one does indeed affect and impact all in the greater quantum field, as we had discussed with Sahana Grace.
Mhm.
Spoke to her of this. So understand that a lesson that is learned by one is learned by all. All is available.
Yes.
All is known and all is experienced with love. The more important lesson, beloved one, is to apply the function of innocence and the function of forgiveness to each circumstance
Right.
until you can fully own and incorporate that aspect within yourself. And then you shall have your freedom. The
Mhm.
cage is removed and you fly freely in the sky.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We deeply appreciate the question. We are delighted in your soul's journey.
Thank you.
We are with you along the way.
I'm having a great time, I can tell you.
Yes, we know. We are having a great time with you, beloved.
Thank you so much, Joshua.
Mm, indeed. Indeed, beloved, and there is much more to come.
I'm aware. Yes. Thank you.
We do not want to ruin the ending for you, so we shall not tell you more, but
No,
you will be delighted.
fine.
Indeed. Beloveds, allow yourself to just feel the love that radiates within this collective,
Hmm.
the open heart with which you all love each other. Bring this love to all relationships. Allow yourselves to be filled with this laughter, this joy. For there is a light that shines brightly within each of you. And when you bring that to all relationships, all will notice.
Yeah.
Rather than denying, accept and allow. Do become familiar, beloveds, with desire. Understand that your desires are indeed born of God. And for you to be in alignment with God, for you to feel as if your soul is soaring highly and mightily, you will find forgiveness for every condition and circumstance that you have brought forth and manufactured. For that is what you promised to do in this incarnation. It is the meeting point of your consciousness. It is the singular moment in which you allow yourselves to come to recognize yourself as a Christ being.
Wonderful.
You are wonderful. All of you are wonderful. How else may we be of assistance, beloveds?
Yeshua,
Yes, beloved one.
first of all, I love you and I forgive you.
I love you and I forgive you.
Thank you. Can you explain the energy that I see? I see, I can't explain it. It's just energy. It's energy from everything and everyone, from the table, from the bushes, from the coffee. I see faces.
Beloved, understand well that the invocation that you do daily aligns you with a frequency of light that makes the ordinary extraordinary. Your commitment, your desire, and your intent to be in alignment with me, with your higher self, and with God helps to light your pathway. And the energy that you see is indeed a representation of that. You are able to pierce the veil of what is known as the illusion of this dimension, and it is part of your ascension. You come with eyes open, and they become wider and wider with each act of forgiveness, with each act of grace that you grant to another. When you see those closest to you through the eyes of innocence, when you begin to see each and every circumstance, all beings that you have judged with love, and you apply that innocence to yourself and you forgive swiftly, your light quotient is indeed raised. And with that raising, and with that availability of more light as the aperture of light increases, you will see more. It is simple geometry, sometimes called sacred geometry. It is the mathematics that are applied to this dimension. The more light, more is revealed. So as you continue to do your forgiveness work, and as you continue to be of service to others in allowing them to be on their journey, more is granted to both. When light is revealed in front of you, light is revealed within you. When light is revealed within you, light is revealed all around you. So the more work that you do with others, which you do frequently, the more light is granted to you as well, beloved one. Let yourselves be of the greatest service to one another, beloveds. And we
Thank you.
We thank you. Indeed. Look for the light and you will find it. Be the finders as well as the seekers, beloveds.
Perfect. Thank you.
You are perfect. Thank you.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, we know.
Been doing a tremendous amount of healing lately. And yesterday was wonderful. Worked with Lynn and you, and it was really.
It was time, beloved. It was time.
But what happens is the feelings of the healing are wonderful and being connected, and then of course, not of course, but then ego pops up and starts to get threatened, and then I start to feel crappy for a couple of days. Like this morning, I'm not feeling anything like I felt last night, and for a number of days before that, and it maybe I'm just allowing myself to get a bit frightened, and then I kind of withdraw for a little bit, then I poke my head out again, and I'm just getting tired of that because I'm enjoying the feeling of healing and the feeling of light and the feeling of fullness in my heart is so wonderful that it just makes the retreat feel that much more crappy. So I'm having a little bit of a hard time, dealing with it, getting rid of it, because I just want to get back to where I was. But I don't know. Any input you have on breaking the cycle?
Beloved, it was recommended that you have several meetings a week, and you said, no, allow me to
percolate. I used the word.
Percolate, right? What happens in your percolation is you go back into the ego.
Okay.
So while the suggestion is brought to you, it is your free will and choice to engage.
Okay.
But why allow yourself to ride the roller coaster with such swings and such highs and such lows? And just thank your ego or its attempt to protect.
Okay.
And choose instead, beloved, to stand in the light. There is a question that we ask at the end of lesson 4. How much of God are you willing to allow to move through you, to live through you as you? You have had millions of incarnations, beloved, where you have gotten back on the hamster wheel of life, the roller coaster of life. The more of God's love and light that you allow to come through you, that you allow to manifest through you, beloved, let your life be one of service. Allow yourself to help others with the kind of freedom, the kind of joy that you experienced in your healing session, rather than indulging in your own ego. This requires a maturation. There is indeed an aspect of you that is young, that is afraid. Allow that to be matured, and you will find that there will be more consistency, constancy in what it is that you experience. You will not need to experience the high highs and then the low lows. It will become neutral. The neutrality is what you seek. The neutrality is seeing all with eyes of innocence, rather than saying, I felt so wonderful, and now I do not feel that wonderful anymore. That is you chasing the ego. Allow yourself to be as you are within the moment, beloved one. And forgive. Forgive the part of you that says, here we go again. The descent down to hell. There is no hell, beloved, but of your own making.
Thank you.
And call out for assistance. Holy Spirit, I must have decided wrongly because I am not at peace. I made the decision myself. I will to decide otherwise, and ask for assistance, and you will immediately be restored, beloved.
Keep forgetting that. Thanks.
We are here to remind you. We love you. We are with you. And we shall continue to remind you, beloved one.
Thank you. I love you.
Indeed. It is time for us to take our leave. We thank you for the blessings that you are. And we will speak with you again.
Thank you, Deshu.
Thank you.
Hi.